Ludwig finally has a good take. That's right, this is a rare Ludwig W today because Ludwig is calling out iDubbbz and saying that the reason that the creator clash was cancelled is because iDubbbz decided to make a content cop on H3H3 or Ethan Klein in the lead up to the event. That's right, Ludwig actually called somebody out for once, and I agree with him. I think he's right in this clip that we're going to watch. So let's take a look at this clip and we'll see exactly what Ludwig said, and then we can talk about whether or not he's right after you hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you. Let's do this.
Ethan Klein did it? Okay. I'm not trying to be controversial here, but I do think iDubbbz posting the content cop was one of the dumbest moves ever. Straight up. That was crazy. I think it was not considerate of how many other people would be dragged into the situation who don't give a fuck and just want to fight. You know, make that video when Creator Clash isn't happening, I would say. That makes no sense to me. It did not help the event whatsoever. It hurt the event.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, a rare Ludwig W. He's responding to a chatter who's talking about the cancellation of the Creator Clash 3 and telling Ludwig that, oh, it's Ethan Klein's fault, but obviously we all know that it's not Ethan Klein's fault, and Ludwig goes on to say that he doesn't think it's Ethan Klein's fault. He thinks that the content cop that iDubbbz did on Ethan Klein was actually the cause of the failure of Creator Clash. That's right, Ludwig straight up calls out iDubbbz and says that he shouldn't have done it and that it hurt the event. He's right there. The content cop was basically the only piece of media put out by iDubbbz before the event. I mean, I think he did one other video in like months going up to the Creator Clash, and then he drops the content cop on Ethan Klein, which there was no reason he had to do that right then and there. But in that video, he really drives a wedge between himself and a lot of people because he took some pretty extreme stances in that video. And also, in case you didn't know, some of the people that were fighting on the Creator Clash card actually worked for Ethan Klein. So why would iDubbbz put people in that kind of position? I can't tell you. It obviously wasn't a good strategy and it didn't work out for him. However, iDubbbz's wife, Anissa, is actually coming out to try to downplay this, right? She's saying, oh, it wasn't because of the content cop, it was because of everything else. Because iDubbbz and his wife don't seem to ever take responsibility for anything that comes from their actions. And so let's take a look at what she said. Anissa said, okay, I'm just gonna come out and clear something up. Ian won't be happy I'm doing this, but I think we need more transparency. Ticket sales were abysmal before the content cop. Promotion wasn't going how we had hoped. Charity wasn't getting the numbers we wanted. Now, Anissa, I don't think is wrong here. I do think that the ticket sales were bad before the event, and I think that nobody was promoting the event. That's all true. But the content cop ended up being the #1 piece of media that people associated with this event, and it was in a negative way. People did not like the content cop. People did not like iDubbbz, not just switching up on his old content, but this time directly backstabbing somebody who used to be his friend. It was entirely unnecessary and just came off as creepy and weird, and in my opinion it kind of seems like he made it in order to ingratiate himself and become part of the Hassan friend group. So the whole thing was fake and it put a lot of people off from the Creator Clash because nobody wanted to have anything to do with anything associated with iDubbbz after that. So I think that the content cop put the final nail in the coffin for Creator Clash. However, obviously there were other problems. The ticket sales, people were going through on the ticketing site where you buy tickets and they were looking at how many seats were available, and it was a lot. Like before the content cop, after the content cop, there were a lot of open seats. And then on top of that, promotion wasn't going how we had hoped. This one's weird, right? Because obviously promotion wasn't going how they had hoped. Nobody posted any videos about this. iDubbbz barely posted anything about Creator Clash 3. It made no sense that you're having all these creators, all these people with big platforms, and you're not asking them to promote the event. In fact, in this one instance, there's something I can contribute because iDubbbz actually personally promised to me that he was going to do better at promoting this event. So if we go here, and this is how you know there wasn't that much promotion for Creator Clash, my video on the Creator Clash 3 lineup here, which didn't get a lot of views because obviously nobody was interested in Creator Clash, iDubbbz actually commented on this video and he said, thanks for the support, dog. I'll promote this year better for you. That's right, iDubbbz personally promised me that he was going to promote the Creator Clash 3 better this year, and he didn't do it. So whatever, broken promises, broken heart, what can I say? iDubbbz lied to me, and even Anissa's admitting it. Lastly, the charity not getting the numbers that they wanted is true because most of the money that ended up getting donated to charity came from a Hassan stream rather than an actual Creator Clash event. To sum this up, the whole thing's a mess. I agree with Ludwig. I think that the content cop put the final nail nail in the coffin for Creator Clash, but what I'm interested in knowing is, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching all the way till the end. Remember to like and subscribe. Have a great day, and God bless you.